Hey everybody, Terry Lee Harrison back with another live stream for you as we promote our virtual team global gathering happening this Thursday. I have another one of our amazing speakers and amazing virtual team members that I want to introduce you to. Burke Franklin comes to us from Southern California, and when I think of someone that can help us with the foundation of our business, it's what he does with his businesspowertools.com website and all the things that he offers. And so I just want to welcome Burke to the live. Welcome, Burke. Great to see you here.
Thank you, Terry. I'm happy to be here. Even though Santa Barbara is generally sunny and perfect right now, it is dark out. So anyway, can't go to the beach.
So great to have you here. So great to have you here. So what I would love to do is allow people, Burke, to get to know you better. And so I want to invite you to share what would be, if you had a top tip to give to business owners in this moment, what's something you'd love to share, whether it has anything to do with the summit or not?
I'd say the biggest thing I've been hearing a lot about is pivoting. And everybody's talking about how can I pivot my business? And I just want to say the thing about pivoting, it isn't a complete left turn or a right turn or whichever way that is. You don't have to turn the entire business necessarily. It could be as simple as, my metaphor would be turning up the bass on your stereo or turning up the treble on your stereo. It could be emphasizing a market segment and de-emphasizing another market segment. It could be as simple as that, which would make a world of difference. So don't have to be afraid of a radical shift in your business or, oh my God, I've got to change everything. Not necessarily. It might just be a simple shift one way or the other, an emphasis, like I said, and that's all there is to it.
So good. You know, we have all had things that we needed to pivot or shift this last year. I can't believe that anybody was affected. Shoot, I was even in the online networking space kind of waiting for people, right? And there were still changes I had to make because you need to respond to the market and to the people. And so I love it. I love it that you teach that. And so we are going to be talking about you have such, I think, an important topic to share at the global gathering this week, and that is about
persistence. I can't hear you all of a sudden. You want a teaser on persistence? Well, I think of, what I start out the talk with is, you hear about how real estate, it's about location. And when investors invest in companies, it's management. And when you read anything about business success, all the way from Think and Grow Rich that I read I hate to say it, probably 40 something years ago, the first time, one of the things you hear about in all the success books and success talks is persistence. And many people unfortunately quit right at the moment when they're about to cross that line of, oh, we're going to make it. And I think of all kinds of, I'm going to share some stories of people who persisted and now they're, I would say, I don't call them a global brand, but they certainly are historically significant and wildly successful, but came really close to just biting it because the odds just seem so insurmountably stacked against them that ordinary people, I would give up, but you look at that and you just think you can't do that. And one thing I wasn't going to share about in my talk on Thursday is really my black belt test. When I studied karate it takes a long time to get a black belt. It's not something you go down to the store and get on Saturday afternoon. It isn't something you just take a class on for a quarter and then you get one. It's something you've got to do for 4 or 5 years. And literally in this case, it is a fight. And so there was times when I saw stars. There was times when the instructor would be at least standing over me saying, you got to keep your hands up. And there was many times, I got to tell you, that I felt like quitting because I've had enough of this. I don't need this. But the fact that I just kept going and kept staying with it, even on our black belt test, it wasn't just, an hour and say, okay, show us your stuff. It was practically a 2 whole day test. And we even spent the night in the dojo. And the next day got up and did more exercises and craziness. And it was really one of those things where I got to the point where I couldn't do anymore. I was done. But, one foot in front of the other, I wasn't done because I was still standing there and I could still just put one more foot in front of the other. And damn it, I was going to get my black belt. And so, I just kept going. And I was surprised, shocked that I'd never been tested quite like that before, where what I realized was I really could go at least half again, if not twice as far as I thought I could go, where my mind said, your body can't take anymore. You're just done. And you listen to the Navy SEALs talk, and they'll tell you push you even farther than that. So that was quite the experience. And so the experience of persistence and even getting to that point of really, really, really wanting to quit, I'm telling you, there's something more in there, and you might need to experience it. And I even had one of the student, I was giving a talk at the University of Louisiana. One of the students in the front row looked at me and said, how mentally tough do I need to be to succeed? I just said, hey, don't worry about it. Just put one foot in front of the other and keep going. That would be my little tip for the day. Terry, I can't hear you. I hope everybody else can. Terry is saying something. Check your mic. I don't know.